How's it going, everyone? It's GadgetsBoy. Welcome to another video. And right next to me is a new concept car from Polestar. This is the O₂ Roadster concept, and it looks fantastic, especially in this color. In fact, I wish I brought my blue pair of Jordans to go with this today, but unfortunately I didn't. First of all, we look at the design, and it's just a fantastic looking car. And this car is all about sustainability, it's all about premium feel, and what Polestar's vision of what Roadster cars should be like, which is fun and premium. So if you're not in an electric car, they're saying it's not premium. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments below. But let's do a walk around. Let's talk about the design and see what this is all about. And honestly, I saw this at Goodwood Festival of Speed, and it just looks fantastic. It's just eye-catching, head-turning, and I hope that Polestar, please do make this into production, because I think I'll put my name down straight away to get one of these if it does happen. There's a lot to talk about in terms of technology as well. It's got some cool gadgets on the back, like a drone, first of its kind, in terms of vision on having that on a car. That's something that's special. Let's start with the front. If you've seen the Polestar Precept video that we did already, it's very similar. It's based on the same thing, which the Polestar Precept is going to be made into Polestar 5, which went on the hill climb at Goodwood Festival of Speed, and it looks fantastic. You're talking about sub 800 plus brake horsepower, which is insane. And we're looking at a range of around 600 miles WLTP. That's what's been proposed. If we're going to achieve that, that's a different story. Starting with the front here, we can see where the radar and all the, this is the smart area here, which has got all the LiDAR system, the tracking, all that stuff. It's hidden behind here smartly, so you don't get to see that at all. There's no grille or anything like that. You got the Polestar logo there, which looks really cool as well. It's one of my favorite branding in general. And then if you see the Precept as well, you know that this is very similar in terms of the Thor Z sort of headlights going on here, which looks fantastic. It's quite low to the ground. You can just about fit my foot underneath here. I couldn't tell you how low that is in terms of numbers, but that's all we get. And then going on around here, we'll see this little bar that's on top of the bonnet, and that goes, the same design language goes all the way to the back, which we'll have a look at when we get to the back area. And then look at this alloys. It just looks it looks fantastic, doesn't it? But that's also designed for aerodynamics, because that's the way they're able to achieve some of that range that we're going to be getting on this, because you know, if you're going to get this design, you don't want to chisel it too much. You don't want it looking too, you know, electric car looking thing. So we've had to put some technology in there, some design language in there to make sure that we still achieve some of the aerodynamics. That continues here. We've got this little air curtain here, again, allowing for the aerodynamics. So we've got this Polestar O₂, and this has got that bonded let me try and say it properly. Look, aluminium unibody. I thought that was AI for a second then. All that tech in my head. And then on the side, we have the side mirror, which is digital side mirrors. Again, where that projects onto is on the inside of the car. We'll look at that when we talk about the inside of the car. Right now, we've got the roof off, and that will come on and off as you need to do so. But obviously, it's a Roadster, so you're probably going to have it off most of the time if you don't live in the UK, because it rains most of the time of the year. Coming towards the back of the car, we got this nice bold shoulder that goes over the alloys. Looks fantastic again, gives it that sort of sporty look without looking too extra, which I like. In fact, this car is the sort of car that I would draw as a kid when someone goes, what sport car would you like? This is something that I would definitely draw. It looks fantastic. Not that I can draw, but you get the gist. On the back here, we have this charging status bar. It's on both sides of the car. I think that's pretty cool as well. That's a good use of space in terms of design. Again, very similar to the Precept. On the back here, things looks very bold. We've got this light bar that goes all across the back. If that's going to be the finished product, who knows? But I like that design, and the cameras right there as well for reverse camera. And again, this looks lower to the ground, some more aerodynamics in terms of design language. Looks fantastic. And then we've got this area here, which is where we've got the drone technology. So the whole point of that is, remember the start said this is designed to be fun. That's the fun element of the car for me, because that drone, you can send it out to sort of capture your journey. So at the moment we do selfies and all that stuff, but the next level is going to be your own personal drone for when you drive around the countryside, or if you take this on a track day, you get your own personal cameraman just following you around. Not seen that before. And what you can do with that as well is, after you've captured the content, you'll be able to edit it on that big screen that's inside of the car. And you can also see where the drone is, what it's doing, so you can keep your eyes on the road whilst it's filming you on the road. What do you guys think of that? I quite like it. I'm a techie guy and I love gadgets, so I'm sold already just on the fact that we have that. I think the next thing to do is if we look inside of the car, because there's some more things in there to talk about, the display, what you can do on there and all that jazz. Right, so the outside looks fantastic, but it doesn't stop there. The inside of the car looks amazing as well. The design of the seats just looks fantastic. It's sort of designed to keep you in place when you drive in while staying comfortable as well. We have a monomaterial that's used in here, and that's touching on the element of sustainability. So this is all about being able to recycle this very easily, not downcycling or anything like that. So they've used a single monomaterial for that material that we see all around the car in terms of the interior. It's very similar to what we see in the Precept, so we're not going to dwell too much on that. And the technology is the same as well. But what's different here is if we look at the center console, the drone element is there. So you'd be able to edit the drone footage, you'd be able to see what's going on with the drone, as well as the battery life for the drone as well. So every time I say a drone, take a shot. I'll say it many times in this video. But what I really like is the fact that you can edit it straight away on there. And that drone can follow your car at up to 90 kilometers per hour. And you'll be able to see what it's seeing, and you can set to different shooting modes. So you can have something more cinematic, or you can go for something that's more sporty. So if you take this on track, you might want a drone shot that's whipping in and out and making you look like James Bond on the road, but make sure you concentrate on driving. We do have our floating center console here as well with the play media button there, so you can sort of use the rotary dial, and this will support things like your CarPlay and Google Auto, all that stuff. And you'll be able to do also, the typical Bluetooth connectivity, sat nav, all that sort of information. And we also have the instrument cluster over there, which will show you your information, things like your speed and the vital information that you need to know. And I think it's got that head tracking stuff as well, which came with the Precept. But I think that's pretty much it with the tech inside of here. We've got this side mirror as well that gets projected onto the side door, on the side of the doors. I like the way that they've integrated that. And we've got Bowers & Wilkins as well, so we get a really good sound quality in here. But I think all in all, it looks fantastic, and I can't wait to see this on the road if they do make this. I hope they do. But let me know what you think in the comments below. I think I'm loving this car, and I'm sure you guys are loving it as well. If this is your first time around here, please do subscribe, smash the bell notification, and as always, I shall see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.